Wikileaks will pick up the pace in its publication schedule of secret documents, according to the group's founder, Julian Assange. He made the announcement speaking to reporters outside a high-security London court, where he'd appeared for a hearing in his fight against extradition to Sweden. He's wanted there for a sex crimes inquiry.
Our work with Wikileaks continues unabated, and we are stepping up our publishing for matters related to Cablegate and other materials.
Wikileaks had sparked an international uproar when it began publishing hundreds of classified U.S. diplomatic cables late last year. The flow of leaks has tapered off, and Australian Assange said little in his brief statement to elaborate on their resumption, other than to note that some new outlets would be receiving them. In terms of the legal case against him, Assange spent just 10 minutes in court to discuss his next appearance, set for February 7th. He's been under strict curfew at a manor in eastern England since he was bailed after his arrest last month over rape and molestation accusations stemming from encounters with 2 women. An outline of his defense posted on his lawyer's website said he'd argued the European arrest warrant seeking his detention was improperly issued. In the meantime, his organization has released a statement drawing a link between the treatment of Assange and the attack on Democratic Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, shot in the head in an Arizona massacre that has touched off a fierce debate over the toxic tone of American political discourse. Wikileaks said its staff has been subject to unprecedented violent rhetoric by U.S. prominent media personalities, naming former vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin as one of those who've called for Assange to be hunted down like an animal. A Washington Times columnist also was mentioned. His piece had appeared alongside a picture of Assange overlaid with a gun sight and blood spatter. Assange also has his supporters, a handful of demonstrators backing him and the U.S. Army analysts suspected of supplying Wikileaks with classified information were standing outside court Tuesday. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.